Okay everyone, this video is obviously going to be about spy missions. Yes, that's what I said, spy missions. Everyone in Warframe seems to hate them, but personally I find them immensely entertaining. So, in all of the times that I've played them, I figured out how to do them quick and easy. And these ways I'm going to show to all of you who may be struggling with such things. There are 6 different layouts. These ones specifically are going to be on Grineer instead of Corpus. Now, if you can get through undetected through all vaults, your rewards at the end will be greater, including affinity, credits, mods, or even tower keys. So, without further ado, I would like for you to be able to get on to watching the video, and hopefully by the end, you'll just know how to get through these without any problems at all. Okay, so we're at our first vault. Obviously, you're going to want to hack the console at the front to open the vault. Then, once it's open, you take a quick account of what's inside. This vault specifically is one of the fastest and simplest. What you do is you go to the right, stop here, look up, you'll see that there's a set of pipes above you. You just jump to the pipe, and then jump up to the top platform. And you can just jump straight to the top platform or climb the wall. Once you're in this, you need to stay crouched through the whole tube, just to be safe. Once you're at the end, you drop down, go straight to the right, and you can drop off the conveyor belt and into the vault. After that, it's just a simple matter of unlocking the data, and the exit opens up on this left side here every time, and it comes right back out into the front of the room. Okay, so next vault. Once you're in, obviously make sure the alarms are off. It's always your first step when entering one if you've been seen outside. It is possible to go through without it. Then you're going to open the door. And with this layout specifically, you want to step straight inside and jump to the right. There's a small vent that you can crawl through, and it leads straight into this room. Now, this is going to take a little bit of skill, okay? You got to understand the movement system, but there is another way if this doesn't work. Right here, I'm sorry, I completely screwed that up. But just smoothly transition from wall to wall until you make it all the way to the end. And then you can climb into this vent. You go right out. To the left, there's a small hole up ahead. You can wall run, or if you're like me, you'll just jump there. Drop through the ceiling, and you're right into the console room. You've avoided all enemies. The only trap along the way is that one laser, no matter what difficulty you're on. Now, for those of you that aren't very good at the parkour section of this, and you can't seem to do the wall run right, there is another path. Now, I'm going to get rid of all the distractions in here before it gets along to that, so you just give me a second as I clear out the enemies in this room. Okay, nope. This one. Okay, now, once that's set up, all you have to do is take out the trap that's on the edge. Now, if you're going to take this path, watch out for the regulator. It will set off an alarm if it sees you. All you have to do is sneak past it through these stalker. Just sneak around them through these paths. Take it slower than I did because I'm in a rush right now because of the stalker. You come to this area and you can jump straight up. It'll get you to the same spot just with a little bit more risk. Then you just jump straight through to the portal. And I've got to get away from this stalker. Or at least kill him again. One of the two. Now that that little situation is handled, we're on to the next vault. Now, I had a little bit of a run-in with the security outside. Luckily, only this drop came through. But never let yourself be followed, because once you're in the vault and an alarm is set off, I don't know if they've patched it to where outside alarms do, but just to be safe, make sure an alarm can't go off. Now with this layout, there's usually 2 of these regulators floating around back to back. All you do is wait for it to go through its door, avoid walking out in front of it. Now, I don't even know if this laser is just a glitch or if it actually can detect you, so I'm usually careful to avoid it anyways. Then you jump into this side and climb. Well, you don't want to do that. Climb straight up and jump back, and you'll be onto this top ledge. You'll go here, Look to the right. Always pay close attention. Never run straight in here. These lasers can sometimes be in different locations. Normally there's 2 flashing lasers right there, and you have to take your time. I usually get rid of the guards. It's not a requirement, but it makes it easier on me to know I don't have to worry about somebody sneaking up on me. So you do a quick execution, and this grid also is on or off. It's varies. You just make sure you don't just jump in. Always wait a few seconds to find out if it's safe. After that, you just slide under, jump over. Then you want to check and make sure the guard isn't patrolling. I usually don't have to do this, but for the sake of telling you, the codex scanner or the synthesis scanner do highlight enemies through walls. So if you're still starting out and you don't know the guard routes just yet, it's smart to use them to track guards and make sure you don't walk in front of them. You can leave using the elevator. I usually leave through the same hole I came out of. Oh, and a quick tip for those of you that don't know about these laser grids. You can shoot the sensor bar above them, and that will shut off the laser grid, and therefore saving you radiation damage and will not drain all of your energy. Alright, so now we're on to yet another vault. There are 6 layouts if you aren't aware. You shoot that, obviously, because you don't want to run through. Stepping in it will set off an alarm, obviously. Hack the door open and go inside. This one is relatively straightforward. All you have to do, take out another sensor, not a regulator. Go as quickly as you can, or slowly if you don't trust yourself to make it across, because they can see you. And what you're going to want to do is watch out for the regulators that are floating around. There are usually 2 of them if you're in a high level area. And this is where your synthesis and codex scanners come in, really handy, because you can see them through the wall. Just make sure that one has already gone through or is nowhere near going through. Then you're going to want to jump down and quickly hack the console. Well, don't half butcher it like I just did. Then just leave as fast as you can. This room will set off a jackal if you are caught. You know, it's usually best to avoid something like that. And now we're on to another vault. I have a bit of an issue with the new Loca, so just give me a second while I deal with this. I hate Sanguine Eximuses. Anybody who plays Warframe and knows what one is, you'll hate it too. These things have an unreal amount of health. But after that's dealt with, I'm going to turn off the alarm, obviously. I've said that multiple times, the alarm is important. Okay, and now I'm going to open... Okay, don't do that. That's not how these work. Okay, and then with this room, don't ever run straight in. Make sure you know where this regulator is. There's always one on patrol. It has a very simple route. It kind of just goes in a big circle. But what you want to do is either beat it out or race in behind it. This layout has 2 laser beams, not razor beams. They do kill you. It's got 2 laser beams over the console to hack. So what you want to do is sneak around the outside and turn them off. If you're fast, you know what, go ahead, go right on in. You don't even have to turn off these lasers. I find it's just better for my peace of mind. Now there is a frozen contingency, and if that happens, these vents will be closed off, all except for this one. So what you want to do is sneak around and get into that one. In any case, you just keep following these vents, and you come right on down. That one from above empties out right here if you jump in. For some reason, that one's never frozen over. Alright, this is the second one, and we'll turn off the final laser grid above the console. Then, you know, just loot whatever happens to be ahead of you, just for the sake of looting. Ninja looter's a hoe. Don't almost walk in front of that. That's a mistake waiting to happen. What you want to do... What in the world? Well, that's not normal. Okay, anyways, you sneak out behind it, look up, and bullet jump straight to this ledge. Now wait, because this usually has a laser grid over it. And on occasion, that laser grid will glitch. Just listen for the sound. If you see it constantly active, listen for the sound of it turning off. You can still get through. Right here, wait for the guard that's on patrol in this room. Then all you have to do, drop down behind, assassinate him, or her, and clear out this console. Alright, and that would leave one more vault. Okay, so this one can also be a really fast vault, depending on how good your timing is. If not, I will show you a different route, or at least point one out, that you'll be able to get on even if you don't have the best of reflexes. Well, reflex doesn't have much to do with it, more so timing. Another run-in with the guards. I have those. Anyways, let's just get inside here. Then you jump in. Stay at a crouch just in case. There's usually one of these sentries on patrol. Wait for it to make its way by, and jump on top of this console. Bullet jump, and utilize your double jump right at the peak of your jump, and you can clear over. If you can't do that, there is that ledge and that bar. You can jump onto that bar, then to the ledge, and onto the roof if you can't just jump straight up. Then you just drop in through the hole in the ceiling. You really think they would get that fixed. And don't completely botch. Okay. Usually I'm smoother than that. Anyways, you can shoot out that laser and go out through the front door, but I like to sneak back out the same way I snuck in. It's just a personal preference. There's no big importance to it. And that will cover all 6 of the Grineer spy vaults. Now, those layouts can vary on laser grids and guard patrols depending on what difficulty you're on. Mine specifically was on Ceres, so it's the highest level Grineer security there is. There are easier ones, trust me. I hope you found this video helpful. I'm still kind of new to this. I just decided, since so many people struggle, I would enlighten you as to a simple and fast way to do it. There will be an additional video done on the Corpus vaults later on. So, once again, I hope you found the video helpful, and thank you for watching. You feel free to subscribe if you want to. I'm sorry I stutter so much.